Welcome back, Summoners. This is the Pro Gaming Series 2015 Summer Split. I am GS Rico together with
GS Amplifier.
Yes, so what are we gonna have tonight rather?
Yeah, we're gonna have game 2 now between Naga and Empire X. Nakita natin napaka-intense ng
Sobra.
game 1. And this is a lot of pressure now on Naga because if they don't win this game, there's a chance that they will be removed from the PGS.
Yes, exactly.
So, will they be able to win this next game and get revenge on Empire X, or will Empire X out-rotate and out-push them again this game? We'll see about that.
Yeah.
But before we get into anything, I think we're going to go over now and announce the Watch and Win winner. So for the 52% who voted for Empire X, let's see the 15 who won. So that's Savior R27, Dild.O, Lord 69 centimeters, SE Shinshi, FSV John Marie Jana, Garena _player, Latage size bros. Okay, you go.
Okay, Loki, Mr. Curvey, Successful, Taratoroy, Ardro, wow, nice name, man. Key, XB, Top Shinoa, and Trim. Congratulations, you guys, for winning the Watch and Win tonight at the PGS.
Right, now we're going to go and just announce the schedule for LCL. So do watch out tomorrow. You're going to be with Professor Kairu and the rest of the universities as they battle it out. That's going to be... Well, yeah, you can see on the screen now the universities
Yes.
that will be fighting tomorrow. Just support your home university, or if you're just a fan of the team, then go over and watch them as well. So, yeah, I think we're about ready to get into the game. Again, this is a lot of pressure
for Naga. Actually, kausap ko kanina si Gigi Aika about the game na parang tendency ng Naga Esports, yung first game, they parang lagi sila talo. And then sa game 2 pa lang sila nakaka-recuperate. Yeah. So sabi ko nga, they have to keep winning the game once to rack up the points and make it like a 2-win, tapos get the 3 points. Because if they keep winning the second games, it's really not gonna help them stay in the competition.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah, they really couldn't sacrifice game 1 sana. But sadly, gaya na sinabi natin, even with strong early to mid games, Naga tends to have a difficult time making calls sa late game. And actually, the same naman goes for Empire X. The problem is, split pushing can never fail with that kind of comp na they had kanina. They had a Ludens Echo Morgana, they had the Kog'Maw, and they had the Xin Zhao Haste.
Yeah, with the
which we weren't expecting to work out, but it did. Because it just fits Haste so well.
Yeah, super. Like the Jarvan plays in the previous game against Wargods.
And in fact, if anything, mas maayos pa nga si Xin Zhao na split pusher kay Jarvan.
Yeah.
So it's really much better for him. Now we're gonna see the bans. Empire X banning out Azir and Echo, so they still don't want Daigo taking Azir and probably Echo too.
Yeah, he's actually, Daigo I think is a good Azir player, and it's actually one of the common compositions yata ng Naga Esports with the Azir. No, it's not a surprising ban coming in from them.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same bans earlier. Annie and Vayne also the same bans from Naga. Will they remove the Xin Zhao? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's not really worth it. I mean, they can play around it, but you cannot expect another Xin Zhao. Parang it's not predictable na magsi-Xin Zhao ulit sila, diba? That's why it's really not worth risking. Oh, they took away the Gragas.
So take away the Gragas. Maybe they'll grab the Rek'Sai when they do get the pick. Wow.
Yeah, they first picked Morgana again.
Okay, so that's still a good pick anyway because you take it away from Neep.
Yeah,
one of his main champions, so definitely still beneficial to take that pick away.
Yeah, and it doesn't give away much with their composition. I mean, Cannon can take it as a support.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, nga, Cannon is also a very skilled Morgana player. So this should be interesting. Who will they lock in? Thresh again.
Yeah, for Neep. Actually, Neep was a really good...
yeah, his hooks were great.
Spot on. Early to mid was really good. But naging ineffective na siya when the late game came. Parang wala na siya magawa for the team.
Yeah.
Which is understandable.
Understandable. Thresh naman talaga more of a roaming pick-making kind of champion that makes plays. But when it comes to team fights, he can't provide as much peel as, say, Alistar, who's just much looks much tankier just because he's freaking huge.
Exactly.
And, the Pulverize is just a much better knock-up CC tool than Flay. So it really provides more peel. There's the Xin Zhao for Naga this time. So
kind of wonder where. In the jungle or at the top lane?
I'm probably guessing that's going to go in the jungle. I don't know if Senthier plays top lane Xin Zhao. This Lee Sin, though, coming in from Tam, Will they lock in Rek'Sai first, actually?
Yeah, it's open. Even sa Giovanni is open, but that will depend kung anong composition na kailangan.
Tristana also one of the favorites of Kai. That's very understandable. And is also a sieging kind of champion, which Empire X seems to love.
Love. Talaga. As in, I think they were the kind na mag-1-1-3-1. Nag-1-3-1 sila, diba? Yeah. They're really good.
It's very beneficial talaga for them to do that kind of 1-3-1. Kasi nakita natin kanina, no, they had Alistar, Rek'Sai, and Mihawk, and Kai all together. And then actually they can do 1-4-0. Haste can just go anywhere he wants.
Yes.
And then kill the person who tries to deny his farm.
Yun nga, diba? I think si Cyrex, gusto niya i-defend yung top lane second year.
Yeah.
Napatay niya pa. Akala natin mamamatay na siya, diba?
Exactly.
Grabe.
Now there's gonna be the Lee Sin pick. This, I would say, puts Empire X at risk.
Yeah.
Because Lee Sin is much weaker in this patch. It's actually like a downgraded version of Rek'Sai because Rek'Sai is much easier to use.
Yeah.
Mechanically, not demanding. And Rek'Sai, I would think, hurts a bit more than Lee Sin does.
Yeah, and you tend to make less mistakes when you're on a Rek'Sai.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Lee Sin is a totally
the engage knockup actually coming in from Rek'Sai, you can't miss it.
Yeah,
but
really.
If you miss the kick and kick him accidentally towards safety, then actually sayang lang din yun. So this is a much more delicate pick coming in from Tam. The question is, will he be able to justify it with mechanics? Kasi yun na naman talaga yung tanong dito eh. If you're like an insect that can just 100% kick someone into your own team, then that's totally
great.
fine.
That's great.
Yeah.
Pero as you said, with the Lee Sin pick dito ng Empire X, they have less room for mistakes.
Exactly. Plus, he's going to fall off towards the late game. In the end, he's only going to be able to provide so much peel compared to Rek'Sai, who can knock up everyone around him. In this case, if you can land a beautiful kick that knocks up everyone too, that's alright.
Yeah.
But it's not, it's not as reliable.
As
so we'll see if Tam can get it. Another Cassiopeia.
Yeah, they're really gusto talaga nitong Daigo. Actually, I was discussing earlier with Aika. We were watching together. Yeah. And I was saying na maganda yung comp ng Naga late game because they have the Cass and then and I see Cass as an unkillable backline damage sustain DPS sort of champion late game. Pero the positioning of Daigo probably needs a little more work.
Yeah,
or, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it does because we saw in a lot of fights yung idea kasi, like, let's take into account, for example, someone like Faker or ECU.
Yeah.
When they use the Cassiopeia and a team fight starts, they're just racking that Twin Fang throughout the entire fight. They're alive the whole time. That's the ideal Cassiopeia.
That's ideal.
But so far, Empire X, especially with this Morgana, has just been able to catch so many people off guard. Especially yung last clash kanina. Grabe yung Soul Shackles na halos 4 ata yung naroot niya. That was so painful. Plus, Luden's proc. Sobrang sakit talaga niya. And I think that's really a big problem for Naga with this because you're taking a Xin Zhao and a Thresh. Those are two very heavily roam and pick-oriented champions.
Yes.
So you lessen the peel. So without peel coming in for Cassiopeia plus a Fizz.
So they're aiming for the assassin though.
In the top lane, I'm guessing.
Yeah, against a Jarvan.
Yeah,
that guy again.
Well, this actually puts Daigo in a much more delicate situation now because when you're against a Jarvan, I don't know. There's actually a lot of ways. Okay, let's look at this in general. Empire X, they have a pretty good pick composition. Also, you have. Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
Okay, there we go.
You have a lot of ways to pick around the map. Also, you have Morgana. You have Ari, who's very very mobile as well. You have Jarvan and Lee Sin. Those are all actually very mobile champions that can cause a lot of picks. At the same time, Naga's doing the same thing. You also have the Thresh, Fizz, and Xin Zhao who can also do the same thing. Yung problema lang dito is that Cassiopeia needs someone to stay in front. And the only person I see here who can do that is Neep.
Yeah.
So, nakita natin na even with a Gragas and a Thresh, nahirapan pa rin si Daigo to put himself around the map.
Yes.
And with this kind of team composition, there's a lot of pressure now. More pressure on Daigo to stay safe.
Exactly.
Because there's no more tanks that you can rely on here other than kung mag-tank build man si Cyrex with the Xin Zhao. Or Neep just goes full tank immediately.
Yeah. But, you know, Xin Zhao not a reliable tank talaga, just as you said, compared to Gragas. And I think same goes for Empire X. what did Haste go for last time ba? Nag-ano ba siya? Nag-hybrid or full tank ba
He
siya?
really invested in full damage early to mid game. I'm not sure if he.
Nag-Hydra siya, di ba? Just
Yeah,
for the split
yeah.
push.
Oh, I'm not sure if he went Hydra, but I definitely saw Blade of the Ruined
Ring
King.
King.
So he really
Oh.
focused on attack speed, full damage. This time, I don't know what's gonna happen to Naga because for Empire X, Kai and Mihawk with the Tristana and Ari, it's easier for them to position themselves around. You have the rocket jump from Tristana,
Yes,
and
that's
you have
true.
the Spirit Rush coming in from Mihawk. So even if you don't have, let's say, full tanks here coming from Empire X, you actually only have Jarvan and Lee Sin to rely on here for tanking. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter as much as it does for Naga. Kasi Ari can just flash. It's like you have 4 flashes actually
Yes.
for Ari. So I don't know.
Yeah, more
it looks
safe.
dangerous for
Yeah,
Daigo.
more safe. And actually, I want to point out yung hard CC dito sa Naga Esports. Parang they lack it compared
Yeah.
to the Empire X
Yeah,
lineup.
that's actually true. Charm, Dark Binding, and Cataclysm, all of that hurts a lot.
Yeah.
So towards late game, actually, I can imagine Naga hurting just a bit more because of the Cassiopeia. Tristana has a weird curve. In all of the games na napanood natin si Tristana, I haven't seen her late game power spike
Yeah,
that much.
Same.
Maybe because hindi siya umaabot sa late game. Pero,
baka.
yun nga. Pero in the end, I'm not so sure. But before we get into any more analysis, last lock-in.
Watch and
So
win.
watch and win. Just go to the Pro Gaming Series Facebook page, find the Google document. You guys have 5 minutes on cooldown.
Yep.
So just go and sign it immediately. Vote for the team you think will win. Will Naga stay in the PGS or will Empire X really just shut them down?
Ito na talaga yung game na to.
Yes.
The big deciding game
Yes.
for Naga.
Yes,
Oh
definitely.
my god.
Yeah, so
Wow.
yeah, just go to the Pro Gaming Series Facebook page right now and vote for your team that you think will win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
break down na namin yung compositions for both teams. Actually, we haven't settled on the AD carry yet for Naga Esports. What do you think about the Lucian pick?
Yeah, Lucian pick. That I would think that he would give Tristana a hard time because of
Early
his
on.
mobility. If you just Q in, W in, that's almost definitely going to force Tristana to rocket jump away.
Yeah.
Yung delikado lang dito is that you also have Peel from Cannon with the black shield. So
Yeah.
it's also going to be able to defend Kai. I think really the focus here is really more on the mid lane.
Yes,
Kasi
definitely.
Bottom lane, like we saw, even if Kai was playing Kog'Maw,
Mhm.
he still did not really fear Sivir for Zerk.
Yun nga.
So they're able to hold their own in the bottom lane. A lot of the focus here really is on getting Daigo fed. Kasi yun talaga yung lacking eh. With Naga's composition earlier. You were supposed to favor the late game. Pero since Daigo was getting caught
Yun
all
nga
the
eh,
time,
yeah.
then it became useless because in the times na kailangan mo siyang mag-twin fang all the way, wala.
Like
He
a
keeps
machine gun
Yes,
AP.
exactly.
Actually, I described Cass like a mage vein.
Yeah, similar.
Yeah,
Very similar.
yeah.
Because actually,
Once you start things
yung
off, you can
kung saan palugi si Cassiopeia is that she doesn't have tumble.
Yeah.
Unlike Vayne does. Because Vayne can become invincible and tumble around to reposition
Yes.
herself. Unlike Cassiopeia, who can't do any of that.
Yeah, I can.
She's just a standing snake who hopes on Petrifying Gaze to work and to deal damage. Pero yun na nga eh, it's very delicate to use Cassiopeia without any frontline tanks to defend her.
Yeah.
And sadly, Naga, we can see right now, doesn't have a lot of that.
Yeah. I was
So-
actually expecting yung parang unkillable Cassiopeia.
Yeah.
Yung you try to commit yourself too much on the cast, but the sustain and the spell vamp coming in from Daigo, I did not see that.
Mhm.
That kind of cast.
Yeah,
Na
yeah.
overcommitting to a cast and then napansin nyo, ubus na yung teammates nyo, yung Empire X. Hindi yun
Yeah.
nangyari. Because, I mean, Kai, that last clash, nawala agad si Kai.
Yes.
But still, they came out on top.
Yeah.
Yung Acclaim Empire X. Anyway, we are entering into the Rift. Welcome once again to the Pro Gaming Series 2015 Summer Split. This is the second game of Acclaim Empire X versus Naga Esports. Let's break it down, GS Amplifier.
All right, on the blue side, that's Haste in the top lane with Jarvan again. That's going to be
guy.
Tam in the jungle with Lee Sin. Mihawk in the mid lane with the Aryan. In the dual lane, that's Kai and Cannon with the Tristana Morgana.
And for Naga Esports on the red side, we have Cynthia in the top lane with the Fizz. And for the jungle, we have Cyrex and Lazinzao. Daigo naman dito sa mid lane with the Cassiopeia. And for the bottom lane duo, we have Berserk on the Lucian and Nip Nip on the Thresh.
All right, so let's see if there will be any level 1 engages. Kasi actually, medyo nakakatakot yung late game ng both teams because there's the Q from Tam, the Charm from Mihawk, and the Binding from Cannon. So that's a lot of CC actually.
Yes.
At the same time, Naga also has the Audacious Charge and the hook from Neep, but I think Empire X is just a bit scarier
for the level
1 clash.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
let's see how
And
that goes.
probably even safer. Actually, I want to ask you a question, GS Amplifier.
Yeah.
Because meron ako mga games, previous games, matagal na to, na na-frustrate ako dahil nasa split push kami. What do you do when you get split pushed?
Actually, that's a good question. A lot of teams don't know how to handle something
push.
when a split push happens, but you actually have several options. Kasi number one is that you have to keep in mind lane pressure. Kasi split pushing is not supposed to be scary unless talo ka sa lane pressure eh. Because the only reason that split pushing becomes scary is when you feel like an objective is under threat. So let's say, for example, nag-split push yung team, tapos hindi naman sila malapit sa tower, okay lang.
Okay.
But if you feel like your tower is about to go down, dun siya naging nakakatakot eh. So ideally, before you leave the lane, you have to make sure that the pushing of the minions is in your favor.
Yes.
And then make use out of it when you leave. So for example, nakita natin kanina, Haste was not in the team fight, but because he saw that Naga's lane was not really in their favor in terms of pushing, dun siya napupunta. And so Naga has to keep reacting kasi yun nga, lagi sila talo sa wave clear. We saw in their composition earlier that they weren't able to push as much without the static shift on the Sivir.
Yes.
And Nar, of course, not that he doesn't have a Sunfire cape and he wasn't really... Nar doesn't really have a lot of wave clear.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Cassiopeia also kind of wave clear, kind of slow as well. So with the pressure from Haste, plus the pressure from Mihawk na may Luden's Echo pa.
Yun, grabe. Actually, Cassiopeia, would you recommend putting a Ludens or not?
I actually would, because I think Luden's Echo was made for champions like Cassiopeia that want to spam
skills, exactly,
and want to move around.
Yeah.
So everything that Luden's Echo has something to offer to Cassiopeia.
So, pero hindi binild yun ni Daigo. It's not in his build path at all.
Yeah, kasi yung unang build niya was an Abyssal Scepter.
Abyssal Scepter,
yeah, and
yes.
I actually don't know why he built that Abyssal Scepter. I think Mihawk was harassing him so much that he wanted to stay in lane a bit longer, so he invested in that
The
magic
MR,
resist.
okay.
The problem was that his power spike was lagged behind.
Delayed.
Yeah, it really was delayed kasi he got the Abyssal Scepter first. Ideally, you want to get the tier, get the Ludens, maybe get the Seraph's Embrace, and then start getting Rabadons as soon as possible. Pero yung nangyari is that towards the mid-game, it was too weak.
Yes.
Cassiopeia was not dealing enough damage. Tapos nahuhuli pa siya.
Yun pa.
So it was a really bad game for that Cassiopeia.
Meron din ako actually nabasang article, something about Luden's Echo na mages are prioritizing it as a first item for them now.
Yeah.
I mean, efficient yung Morelonomicon, but if they want to reach the highest spike that they could get, they go for Luden's agad. Oh, I'm not sure about the details of the article, but that was the gist of
I would
what I read.
say na that was true before it was nerfed.
Oh yeah.
Kasi that's actually why it was nerfed. Kasi every mage, kahit hindi ka spammer like Ziggs or Cassiopeia, kinukuha niya na. Like even a Fizz grabs Luden's Echo, and that's wrong.
right.
Hindi para sa kanya yun.
Yeah, it's for casters.
Yeah, that's not what the item was meant for. So when Riot did finally notice that, oh gosh, dude, this is not right. Everyone's getting Ludens. It's not even for a Fizz.
Yeah.
So nung nangyari yun, you have to nerf it.
Yeah.
So now I would say Ludens is not a priority first item for all mages. But for some, pwede. Like for example, we saw Mihawk grab a Ludens first. It put so much pressure on the mid
it's
lane.
super effective. Oh, we will see something here. Tam versus Cyrex is jungler versus jungler at the moment. But Haste is nearby. So wag na lang pala. Daigo though is still landing. Nope, never mind.
Yeah, actually, bit of roam coming in from Haste. Haste really loves to leave lane.
Yeah.
Or actually, to push it all the way if no one's there.
Yep.
But yeah, like I was saying, if you do get split push, you usually want to make something out of it. So it's either you put someone up against the person split pushing. So for example, Haste earlier, split pushing with the Xin Zhao. Zerk could go into that lane and then defend the objective because Sivir has a lot of wave clear. If you can't defend the split push, then force another objective that will force the person split pushing to change their mind. So for example, Haste, split pushing an inhibitor. If you're pushing a very, very crucial inhibitor na 5 kayo halimbawa, if for example Naga pushes all the way mid, Haste can't just ignore that. So you have to also make a play. Hindi yung kayo lang yung lagi mag-react sa plays ng kalaban nyo because that shows that you're the
playing
one
in their
in their favor.
Yeah,
exactly. So show the other team that you're also not afraid to make your own plays.
Yes.
So if you do get split pushed, make something out of the time that you have.
Yeah, so parang wag ka magbigay sa ginagawa nila. Do not
Exactly.
play at their own pace.
Yeah.
You make parang ikaw ang gagawa ng opportunity.
Counterplay.
Yeah, that's a
towards them.
better way to put it. Here landing a couple of hits onto Haste right here. Pero yun nga, thank you so much GS Amplifier. I know I haven't encountered a split push na matagal na sa mga fights natin, pero I really want to be like super prepared. Oh, here comes a rocket jump and a lantern. That was great, but here comes the guy with the coconut. Blind guy, Tam lands the Q onto him. Neep is ignited. Just a couple of more hits. Flashes in just for the kill. Oh, Kai getting turret damage. That won't matter though. He is safe. First blood goes to Acclaim Empire X.
Yeah, so pretty good gank there. Actually, nagtaka ako, but nag-miss yung Dark Binding. It looked like Tam got hit, actually. But anyway, regardless, that was a pretty good gank coming in from Tam, focusing down that mid lane. I'm actually surprised na wala pang gank sa mid lane because I was expecting more pressure at the mid lane.
Yeah, especially Ari without the Spirit Rush pa. That's like the best opportunity. Also, Kaz, wait, wala naman siyang mobility all throughout.
Oh,
but yeah.
Fail. Correcting myself. Morgana is the teammate of Lee Sin. That's why the Dark Binding didn't land. Because he wasn't aiming at Lee Sin.
Yes.
Never mind.
Okay, gotcha. Actually, I thought you were like saying a Naga person, but yeah.
Yeah, yun na nga. Nalito ako.
It's alright. Anyway, here comes Cyrex. He dashes in. Level 6 to see Mihawk. Uses a Spirit Rush. Nothing will happen there.
Yeah, it's actually a bit hard for Cyrex to gank any other lane aside from bot lane. Kasi Cassiopeia does not have CC and neither does Fizz.
Oh, yeah.
So the best lane really to gank here is to gank bot lane. In a way, yung pwede lang gawin is to take advantage of yung wave clear ni Kai, get him to push towards their favor, and then keep ganking Kai. Get Berserk ahead, actually.
Yes.
Kasi Berserk with this Lucian does have the potential to carry. We've seen. Oh, wait.
Wow, actually lands the ultimate onto Haze. Just a few taps here and there, all over the place. They're throwing all their ultimates out.
Yeah, actually, I like this Fizz pick coming in from Cynthia because when you pick a duelist hitter type of top laner, like, say, for example, a Hecarim or a Fizz, you put so much pressure on the top lane, and that's something that Haste doesn't want.
Yeah.
Because, halimbawa, yung first game, Nar does not put a lot of pressure in the top lane. Just wants to farm up, become tanky, and make plays with the team.
Yes.
But alone, there's not a lot of pressure coming in from Nar. But when you pick someone like a Fizz that keeps hitting you in your face over and over again, it gives Haste a hard time to play the way he wants to, which is to split push over and over. So I kind of like this pick from Cynthia, and I think that was the point.
Tama
it's the pressure Haste.
Tama ka. I mean, your tip a while ago, yung parang if someone is split pushing, you send someone who can duel with him, and the Fizz. You're right. It's perfect. Perfect for Naga Esports. And here comes Cynthia. He goes in, doesn't have an ultimate, just pushing him out of his own lane. 45 CS, just a bit behind.
Yeah, and going for the, I think that's gonna be a Cinder Hulk first. Wow. There you go. So Cynthia is really bullying Haste out, and I think that's exactly what Haste needed. A bully. Someone really to keep him in his lane, put him in his place.
Yes.
Don't let him roam around and push your towers. So this pick so far working out coming in from Haste.
Yeah.
Probably gonna grab that Cinder Hulk first. And since sobrang dali naman para kay Fizz na mag-stick sa enemy niya, he's able to use the aura properly so that he can deal damage.
This is a really good pick coming in from. Oh, check out the votes. Acclaim Empire X has 68% of the people watching right now, and 32% dito sa Naga Esports. Wow.
Yeah, so this is looking contrary to the vote. This is actually looking good for Naga because so the voters who voted for Empire X, it's a bit shaky right now, but it's still too early to tell. Daigo. The important part has Daigo hasn't died.
Yeah.
That's really the important part.
Yep.
Whoop. And but yeah, like I was saying earlier, you also want to I think Cyrex wants to invest more in the bottom lane. Kasi yun nga may hard CC sila in the form of a hook.
Yes.
So if you can force Kai, like he's doing now, to push towards the lane, towards the tower, that makes them a bit more vulnerable to ganks. As long as he can hand the hook and give Berserk the kill, whoop, which he might get in a little bit without the pause. But we've seen it. Some people tend to say that Lucian falls off towards the late game. But in the end, Lucian is still a duelist.
Yes.
He can still fight against anyone. I mean, we've seen pentakills
Yeah,
from Lucian, like from Reckless, from Bang. We've seen a lot of people carry with the Lucian, and
wow,
so close.
Here comes the Tristana. Soul Shackles actually forced out of the Morgana there.
And it's actually interesting that both lanes na may potential na mag-split push. Halimbawa, yung in this game, Haste like to split push with the Jarvan, and Kai would want to siege with the Tristana. It's interesting that Naga picked duelists to handle them both. So
even
while
the Tristana,
while Fizz goes up against Jarvan, Lucian can go up against Kai. So Kai would tend to change her mind because Lucian really outduels a Tristana in the game. So, and actually, it's pushing in their favor right now. So
yeah, you're right. Tristana forced to back away earlier kasi super low na siya. And look at that. Ganun lang kadali. Malapit na mabasag itong bottom lane turret natin. And I just want to do a health check on the turrets that we have right now on all lanes actually.
Yeah. So things still looking good so far in the top lane. No pushing yet, but in the bottom lane it's very, very low right now compared to the other lanes. Mid lane actually is still quite healthy. So
wow,
things are
walang
still
bawas dito.
Yeah, of course. Understandably, Mihawk would have the upper hand early game in terms of wave clear. Just because the Orb of Deception's super painful right now.
Yeah, exactly. Also, we will see a camper camping the brush.
There you go. Bot lane goes down. That's going to give them Dragon advantage coming in for Naga. Will Cyrex gank here? Again, mahihirapan si Cyrex dito because number one, Sentier's pushing it towards the tower. And Haste is freezing it there. So this is gonna be awkward. I think Cyrex should.
Okay. I'm just gonna hit a minion and then leave.
Okay, yeah, that was awkward. That was a bit awkward. But yeah, Dragon now being contested. Tam putting down some vision.
Yeah,
they're actually starting it now.
Yeah, that's great because they saw Xin Zhao at the top lane. Here comes the teleport coming up from the Fizz. Are they gonna back out? Yes, they will.
And Tam's really low. This is actually a bit dangerous now. Starting the Dragon, your Junkers at half health. They pulled out the Dragon. You don't have Smite.
Do they have vision?
Oh, Cyrex is coming in. He's gonna be zoned out actually. This is really bad.
Cyrex gets Ignite, gets Soul Shackled. Yeah, he does go down.
Oh, and they get the Dragon too.
Wow, what is going on?
Gets the Dragon. Will they get a kill? Oh, Daigo gets the kill.
Yes, they do. Now Kai running out of mana at the moment.
Wow,
it's a 1-for-1 actually.
Yeah.
All over the map, but that's an advantage for Empire X because they got the Dragon out of it. And probably a tower.
Wow. No TP coming in from Sentier right now.
It was a 4v5 all along, man.
Yeah, so actually that was a really weird situation. Sobrang awkward ng situation na yun for Naga. So number one, Cyrex was at top. So Empire X responded by, okay, yung jungler na nasa top, let's go take Dragon.
Yes.
So Sentier's forced to teleport bottom and Cyrex walks all the way down to the bottom lane. He face checks, gets killed. Empire X gets Dragon anyway, only exchange for 1 kill, and they get the tower.
Yeah,
so that was a really awkward situation for Naga because what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do against that?
You don't have a
In fact, the ideal thing for them to probably have done instead was to push top anyway. So, I mean, your junglers all the way at top. First Dragon's not even that important anyway. This point in the game. Maybe Cyrex should have just split push with Sentier in the top lane. But they decide to fall for Empire X's bait down there.
Yeah, ito na lang yung sinasabi natin earlier. Yung dapat meron counterplay. But in the end, you're playing right into their hands.
Yeah, exactly.
They gained so much from that. Tower, Dragon, 1 kill. That's really nice.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what Naga was hoping to get with that. Cyrex was so far walking down. You had no smite, but you chose to put down damage on the Dragon anyway.
Yeah.
And Tam was so free to just Q smite the
Dragon. Yeah, exactly. It's a Lee Sin, man.
Yeah.
And I would like to point out, siguro, maybe Naga's weakness is pressure. Like, map pressure in general, objective-wise.
Because
like,
they're very good in lane, actually. They can really keep themselves in the lane. But the moment that another team makes a move on an objective, who makes the calls here?
Oh, wait a moment. They go in. Great Lantern from me just to save his AD carry. Here comes the cuttering, but look at the damage. Flashes in. Cannon will not get death sentence. Neep gets chased as they kick away. Here comes Cyrex for the backup. Also Daigo here as well. Tam is in trouble. Mihawk is here for the backup. Will the charm land? Everything lands. Even the dark binding from the cannon here. That is for 4. 3 kills actually. Daigo, that'll be 4 kills. In exchange of 1. Kai almost dies.
Let's count the HP.
That
How
was,
much is that?
I guess that was
21 HP. That's like
Yeah.
1 auto attack.
Yeah, 1 auto attack left. At hindi pa nag-tick yung poison. It wasn't enough from Daigo, yung damage, yung DOT niya. So, I'm not really sure what happened there from Naga. Like,
They just got played. That's
they
pretty...
need to have more deep vision, man.
Yeah, that was just flat out play actually. They got tower dived and Zerk got caught. Haste was very confident to make that play kasi may TP naman siya. So after he landed the EQ combo with the Cataclysm and got the double kill, just TPs immediately up to top because Sentier didn't have TP to respond. If they just pushed top and then Sentier saved the TP, this would have looked like a much different game now.
Yeah.
He could have responded down to that bottom lane after the tower dive because he can duel Haste, but he wasn't there because he didn't have the TP. So it's now a 4,000 gold lead in favor of Empire X.
At ito pa, knowing that 2 members are already down, I'm not sure why Cyrex and Daigo still came in to try and turn things around.
Yeah, that's true.
That's like 4 members down. Actually, was it even 5?
And that's the problem, is that during that whole clash,
There was no vision.
kulang yung vision nila eh. It's a very, very dark map. And well, Empire X probably knew that because they have so much vision down there.
Super deep. Cyrex is super low. Here comes the Spirit Rush. Ludens hurts. Meep will get charmed. I love you, Ari, he says. But Daigo is right there. And Pam will secure the kill onto Neep. Here comes the rest of the members of Empire X. Daigo is tick-tick-tocking down. He doesn't get the Q. The
Oh, wow.
It kicks him out of the safety. Gets the safeguard onto Mihawk. That was supposed to be a kill, but that was a misplay. Here comes the Fizz, probably not landing the ultimate,
Yeah,
the
so
fish, yeah.
1 minute down, 1 minute 30 seconds left. Haste. Wow, keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
3-0-1. I got.
Oh.
Oh, the dash! What happened to the dash?
Oh my
Here
gosh.
comes the EQ. He doesn't have flash. Demacia. That was such an easy kill because he missed the dash. Oh my.
Ay.
Oh. I have no idea what's happening right now, but here comes Haste. He gets hooked, and he will probably be in trouble. No members are nearby. Actually, Kai, he can actually push the members away. And yes, that's what he did, but he's just too low to survive. Here comes and the Grub joins into the fight. Here comes all the shields in the world, but it won't be enough. Tam tried his best to save him. He gets death sentence, and he will get killed as well.
Yeah, now we're looking at the itemization of Cyrex right now. He went for a... I forgot what this is called actually. Yeah, he went for the Stalker's Blade, and a lot of kills are being invested onto him right now. Maybe he should have gone for Skirmisher Saber because he does deal a lot of damage over time.
Yes.
So he could increase his duel potential. But regardless, anyway, that's just additional CC, probably for more reliable ganks.
Yeah.
But this dragon is looking like it could go in the hands of Naga. The only problem now is that mid lane tower is already down. So yung positional advantage dito, definitely it's in Empire X's favor.
Pero right now, no, yung mga mistakes na gano'n na acclaim Empire X, overstaying sa air territory ng Naga Esports, right now, probably it's okay to make that mistake. But if they keep doing that, Naga Esports can easily make something out of it.
Yeah, and the ideal thing is that when they make those mistakes, put it onto Daigo.
Yeah.
The good part, I just really find it weird that Daigo keeps investing in an Abyssal Scepter first.
Oh, Cyrex gets the Lantern. Good thing. There's the Dark Passage.
Yeah, no, the Dragon's up and mid lane's pushing in favor of Empire X, but they're gonna contest this one.
Yeah, Cyrex doesn't have mana. I think he only has 2 more skills left to dish out here.
Yeah. It's looking a bit bad. A lot of vision right now for Empire X, and slightly darker.
If they want to contest this, nobody has to go home. Like, nobody.
Oh, they're starting.
Yeah, they're starting the Dragon. Positional advantage. Here comes Berserk.
Oh my gosh.
He gets Dark Binded.
Oh my gosh.
Kai doesn't get the fish. Sentier enters into the fight in the middle of it all. Decides to go back. Soul Channel doesn't hit anyone. Kai will push the Lucian back. Fights everywhere. Mihawk doesn't have mana. Cyrex as well. Neep. And everybody is there to settle the score 1-for-1. That's 80 carry for a mid laner who will get the Dragon. Acclaim Empire X does. And all they want to do. Yeah, Daigo landing a lot of twin backs. Gets kicked there. Gets the upgrade on his stacks. That sentence will hit Cannon. I wonder what happened. Will Haste be able to do something out of this? He will manage to land the kill onto Neep before he dies. Yeah, even to Daigo. Woo, Cannon will get... will die from that. That's a 3-for-1? 3-for-2.
Yeah, it's a 3-for-2, I think. But the
Yeah, kasi
advantage
for
here,
Zerk already respawned.
For Zerk, looking shaky this game. The pressure may have gotten onto Naga. Kasi let's keep in mind, again, napakalaki na pressure ng game nito para sa Naga. If they don't win this one, there's a very, very high chance that they won't be in the PGS next split.
Yeah.
And so that pressure might have gotten to Naga right now because, especially to Berserk, he failed the dash earlier on the wall. And if we had a replay of the fight earlier, you would see that Berserk actually dashed towards everyone.
Yeah.
And then regretted it and tried to move back, but he had no flash anymore. So, I don't know, Berserk has to work on his Lucian positioning here. Yeah. Because it's looking very shaky so far.
Yeah, that was super advantageous for Empire X.
Yeah, the only advantage I think that Naga got there was that Daigo's 4-1 now. So
yeah, here he goes again with the Abyssal Scepter first build.
Yeah, I really think it's a bit more understandable this time because you're facing an Ahri. So Ahri definitely hurts a bit more in the early game. So at least the good part here is that even if he invested in Abyssal Scepter with the 4-1, he'll be able to catch up a bit more with the fight. So he's really the big hope here coming in for Naga Esports.
Oh, here comes a teleport coming in from Acclaim Empire X. Berserk doesn't have mana. Here comes Dam. And the Jarvan for the king, he says. Berserk, that's such an easy kill for Acclaim Empire X. Meanwhile, here in the middle lane, 3 members of Naga Esports weren't able to do anything onto the Ahri. Spirit Rush is back. Ang sakit ng Ludens. Oh my god. The charm lands. There's no Orb of Deception, but Cannon is there. Misses the Dark Binding. Looks like nothing will happen so far. Medyo low ng Naga Esports. They say it's not a good idea. Let's go back.
Now they're getting split pushed again. Haste is in the top lane, and he has the Tiamat. Meanwhile, Senthier does have TP, but he's pushing down bot lane right now.
So yeah, he's actually going for the Hydra build.
Yeah, and
right now.
Yeah, Haze is gonna be pushing here. Someone needs to respond to this. I think for Zerk will make it in time.
He's being that guy again. He's always that guy.
Yeah,
actually, tingnan mo, yung iniisip natin na makikipag-duel, nandun pala sa bottom lane itong si Fizz with the Tristana. Imbis na dun siya sa top, and the Lucian is the one at the top lane.
Yeah, so they're really just responding right now to wave clear. Hopefully Naga gets some kills down onto Daigo, but Empire X so far doing really well. Classic Empire X just putting so much vision down into the enemy jungle, taking their objectives as much as they can. So this is really good coming in from Empire X because that's what the Lee Sin and Ahri combo does. You roam around the map, you get the kills, make the picks, and invest into Mihawk because right now Mihawk really hurts. His CS compared to Daigo is quite a big lead, and he's almost, I think, he's almost going to get either a Rabadon's or a Morellonomicon here. So he's gonna hurt even more during those team fights.
Yeah, kanina na sakit lang ng Ludens proc. Like, man, I love Ludens. Maybe I love items like Static Shift now.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, oo nga, no? Parang Static Shift din.
Yeah, it is. So, yeah, maybe that's my thing.
Disadvantage here is despite the 4-1 coming in from Daigo, because of the CS difference, mas mataas pa rin yung gold ni Mihawk. So it's 8,200 to 7,300. Almost 1,000 gold difference here. So still, Daigo needs to catch up and farm. The only problem is that so many towers are in favor. All the outer towers are gone for Naga Esports here.
Tapos tingnan mo yung ginagawa na naman nila. The 1-3-1 that we were talking about earlier. Cyrex dashes into the Krug. I did not see you there, Jarvan. Sabi niya, he decides to back away, uses a flash, and that is Cyrex going back to base.
Oh, wow. And there's another tower. So simple.
Yeah, super.
Coming in here from Empire X, just keep pushing. Just keep pushing.
Yeah, this strategy, kumbaga, if IPT has the Vayne combo that works for them, this is Empire X's.
Yeah, that's true. And you know, hindi naman dapat talaga gagana tong strategy na to if Naga didn't fail the Dragon Clash, the first Dragon Clash.
Yeah, that's
if that didn't happen, Haste wouldn't have been able to take the top tower and things wouldn't look like it does now.
Yeah.
Problem is, Naga, they fell for the first Dragon bait. They lost the second Dragon too because Cyrex, he walked all the way down into the Dragon right now. So the hope here is that if Naga can turtle it out, get Daigo farmed, then that's really the big hope here. Because right now, Berserk is 0-4 compared to Kai, who already finished his Static Shield and is probably building up for another core item. It's looking bad here. Oh no!
Cyrex gets the Dark Binding. The Vayne needs Dark Passages are right there. just in time.
And the great part here is that Tam doesn't even need to be Insect to be effective
You're
in this
right.
game.
You're right, man.
All he needs to do is set up a QR for Mihawk to land the charm, and that's pretty much it. That's all he needs to do. The Dark Binding, in fact, does the job for Tam already. Once the Dark Binding's down, he just has to walk past him and press R.
Yep.
So it's a very simple fix here. Senthier, though, with the duel.
Oh, great flashes to avoid the Fizz. That's less damage for the Fizz.
Oh,
He
wow.
hurt so much. Cataclysm will trap the Fizz right there. Decides to back away dahil they see people from Naga Esports, yung mga friends ni Senthier, papunta na sa kanya.
Yeah, so still very deep vision coming in from Empire X here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, grabe yung, the lanes is shoved so much in favor of Acclaim Empire X that Dragon contests are out of the question now. Mihawk goes in, will probably get the kill onto Cyrex. Yes, he does. Berserk flashes just to try and avenge his comrade. But here comes Senthier teleporting here. Cannon will Dark Binding. No, that was Soul Shackles pala. Senthier is in trouble. He's in the middle of it all. He will be there. Kai is on a killing spree. He dies so easily. The resets from Kai will try to chase down the Lucian. The static hurts. Tam gets death sentence right here. Nothing will follow up, but after that, that's gonna be a turret for them.
Yep, top turret's gonna go down for sure. Bot lane's also pushing in their favor right now. Haze is gonna go to the mid lane, push it in their favor as well.
I'm not really sure now. I mean, pressure is all over the place for Naga Esports, not only because of their position in the PGS, but also their placements here sa Summoner's Rift. Their position at the moment, really, everything is so open for Acclaim Esports.
It's almost, 10,000 gold lead just hit after that tower goes down from Empire X. And at this point, I'm not sure what's left from Naga other than Daigo.
Yeah.
The only thing they can do is to invest in Daigo as much as they can, give him a pentakill or something.
Yeah.
But that's looking a little bit hard right now. It's still mid-game. And he does not even have Rabadons or Ludens yet.
Oh! Mihawk actually goes in. Seraph's Embrace. Will he be able to save you? No, guess not. The spirits are with Mihawk today. And that will be an easy kill for Acclaim Empire X. Ludens hurt.
It's just, there's so many options now for Empire X.
Exactly.
Ang dami nang pwedeng gawin. They can take Baron if they want to.
They can't just wait for the next dragon. Kung gusto pa nila mag-5 dragons.
Yeah,
it's so hard.
It's all really simple right now for Empire X. And I don't know, maybe Naga really just lost morale from the first game.
Yeah, couldn't keep up the momentum. Cyrex out of position here. Culling will be unleashed, will not be able to damage Tam enough. Here comes the insect kick. Sinasabi ni Amplifier kanina, that will be an easy kill for the Ari. Berserk getting bursted down by the Jarvan, gets the dash away. Actually, that's a dark passage.
Look at that full investment though into split push. He got Ravenous and Yomu's Ghostblade.
Yeah, so the dedication is real, man.
They're really going to fall off late game without tanks for Kai and for Mihawk here. But the thing is, they're not looking to make this last into late game.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at how Empire X is playing right now, they're not actually making any mistakes. And even if they do, sabi ko kanina, they can afford.
Yes.
As long as they don't do it too much.
Like over 10,000 gold lead right now for Empire X. Just take Baron, in fact, and they can probably... Actually, no. They can't end the game if they go all mid 5v5 because Naga can still hold themselves for that. But
that's true.
They can't respond to split pushing right now. Naga lacks wave clear.
They lack the damage as well. I mean, look at the 1v1 between Ari and Cassiopeia. That was just sad to watch. They couldn't even fight back at all.
Yeah, that's true. All that's left for Naga now, do what you did in game 1, but better.
Yeah.
So, turtle out lang. Feed nila si Daigo and hope that pays off.
Yeah, it has to last long. Pero let's see if Acclaim Empire X will be able to keep up the pace and keep doing what they've been doing for the past games dito sa PGS. And right now, looks like Naga is changing their tune. They're gonna try down and push down mid lane.
Them wards though.
Yeah, them wards.
Look at that.
From Empire X. Really deep into the jungle. Actually, this mid lane turret from Empire X is barely scathed. Hey, great dark passage. Tam.
And there's Haste again.
Yeah, oh, Haste. Is he gonna flank? Is he gonna interrupt the back?
It's the flank, they have no vision of it.
Oh, Yeah,
Oh, they did,
yeah,
they did, they did.
Yeah.
They saw him coming.
They actually walked back from half the map.
Yeah.
Let's run,
Oh,
guys.
so awkward. This Haze being the dude.
Yeah, I
being
mean,
the guy.
yes, being that guy again. And the lanes from all of the all directions, just I don't know what to do with this anymore.
Oh wow!
What happened?
He took Cynthia down.
And he wasn't even damaged at all. Probably a surprise.
14,000 gold lead.
Yeah.
Let's look at that hole earlier.
The hole?
Yeah, actually, sabi ni Shinbu, hindi na niya napansin to dati. May butas pala dito.
May butas pala dyan?
Oo nga eh. Look at that.
The stuff we noticed.
It's weird.
Ay, naalala ko dati sa LCL last year, may gate doon sa top lane.
Oo nga eh. Maghanap pa tayo ng butas dito.
There's an egg's nest. There's an egg's nest.
Di pala.
It's not. It's not. It's not.
Joke lang. Okay, top lane.
Yeah, we have the top lane right here. Kai effortlessly going at the turret. Mihawk scaring the members of Naga Esports away. Neef will get charmed. And he will just probably walk away safely. Here comes Daigo. Try to do something. Sentier gets charmed as well. That hurts so much. He goes down. And from here on, 38 seconds on the death time. Petrifying Gaze doesn't hit anyone at all.
The guy.
Yeah.
Spin push all the way.
Yeah. Oh dear. For Zerk, dashes in but still lands. Gets the Dark Binding. Haze going man mode. Demacia, the 3 people trapped. 3 members of Naga Esports just for the Acclaim Empire X lands some damage right here. And that is 31 minutes. 19 to 8 kill score on the board. Baron buff and 3 dragons for them. They're pretty low. They're doing their best, Naga Esports, to defend. But right now it's just too hard and very dominating performance from Acclaim Empire X. So, yeah.
GG, well played.
GG, well played. Cannon eats the fish. I'm still shoutcasting, so congratulations for, for the 2
Empire X.
Yeah.
What a dominating performance from them.
Wow.
So much keyword, split push.
Split push.
Type it on YouTube and Empire X will be the first thing to come out on Google.
Good one. Good one, man.
I'm sure yun yung unang lalabas doon, split push. Empire X. New team, PGS, and now let's break it down. The end game scores. Cannon, wow, 0-1-15. Such a clean score there. 5-1-6 for Mihawk. So, actually, all of them have good KDA. So,
yeah.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, good job.
Meanwhile, Daigo with the highest kills at least.
I just noticed Haste has a static.
Oh.
So they went double static on their team comp.
Talagang split push kung split push.
Yeah.
Even
All
Luden's.
the wave clears in the world.
Luden's static lahat na.
Yeah.
Everything is there. So, Ravenous, Static, Yomus. As if that doesn't spell split push already.
Yeah.
So,
I'm kind of inspired right now.
yeah, me too. Alam niya sa solo queue. Yan na yung gawin nyo.
Yeah, top lane, Jarvan or Sinzao.
Copyhin nyo na yung buong team comp kung gusto nyo. So, great job from Empire X. That boosts them up now to 8 points.
Yes.
So close to Mineski right now in their score, and that really boosts them up to the rank. They're ahead of Infuse, the other new team, and that leaves Naga now 1 point only. Will they survive? Will Pacific actually lose the next 2 games? Because if they lose the next 2 games against War Gods,
Naga safe?
Then they're safe. That might be a tiebreaker, if ever, for the last slot to stay in the PGS. So we'll see about that. Will Pacific win against War Gods at least once next game? We'll see about that, because the next set will be between War Gods and Pacific Esports.
Yeah, I'm quite excited about it.
Yes. Okay. All right, so I think that's all for now. We're going to take a short break for just a bit. Again, the next set is going to be between War Gods and War Gods and Pacific Esports. So do just wait. We're going to have the winners of the Watch and Win as well. For those who voted for Empire X this game, this one that just happened, do watch out, because you could be one of the 15 that wins 150 RP. We're going to be back in just a bit. This is GS Amplifier.
And this is GS Riku.
And we'll see you guys later.
Oh guys, may 300 MB tayo! Daming pang Facebook at Instagram.
Email and videos. Stock up on data with Smart Big Bytes from the country's most advanced network. May apps and sites up to 300 MB. 50 pesos lang for 3 days.
Hey guys!
May free YouTube pa and more. That's a lot of bytes of internet for all. Text